Hi, this is Eve Sheldon with the Power of Tarot, and we're going to take a look at the full moon in Sagittarius here in May today. Taking a look at what this full moon cycle can bring us. I've sort of heard this full moon cycle coined as being a very frisky cycle, so a lot going on with this. It's very powerful. I'm going to shuffle the cards first and put some energy of the full moon in Sagittarius into the cards, and take a look at what the ancestors and nature spirits would like to show us about this full moon cycle and how we can use it to our best advantage. So off we go. At the bottom of the spread, in the physical position, we're going to have our first card here, and that's the Two of Swords. Here it is. That's the Peace card. As you can see, the two swords are being held up and crossed. It's coming to peace with the situation. It can be coming to peace and making a decision between two things in your life, but having peace nonetheless. So in physicality, really having things resolve, and also having a choice there in that resolution. So that's a nice card to have there. It's going to require some work and balance to do so, because at the top of the physical position is the Two of Coins, and there's the Two of Coins. That's the balance card, but having to work to achieve the balance. As you can see, the little guy in there is really having to work in his plie position, back and forth, up and down, to get some sort of balance here. So it will be work. It's interesting. Those are both twos in the physical position, back and forth, up and down between the two. So that balance will happen, and it will happen through the aspect of peace and having made a decision between two aspects in physicality. Emotionally, we have the Page of Coins at the bottom of that position. There he is. So the Page is a younger energy, more like an adolescent type, fresher, newer, more impulsive. The Coins is about money, work, physical nature, day-to-day life. So he's going to help guide us through the emotions that are going to come up through this cycle. So look for that energy. He is there to help us. And it will be a little bit more younger, but a very much grounded energy there. Seven of Swords is there at the top. That's the futility card, or the fear of futility. So he is throwing all those swords off the top of the rock there, and keeps making efforts and looking and thinking, man, I keep trying, but nothing really works here. In traditional tarot decks, it's also one sword surrounded by six swords. The one sword in the middle represents the desired outcome, or the desired thing. And the other six swords that roam around it are all the reasons why you think that you cannot have it. But it's all in your head. All you have to do is drop those swords, and whatever that desired outcome is will show up. So it's letting go of that fear of futility, the fear that things will not work out. So the Page of Coins energy at the bottom of that emotional position is here to help us to let go of that energy. So a chance, an opportunity is here for us to move through that. So that's good. Also in the intellectual and mental position, we have the Knight of Swords, and there he is. So the Knight of Swords energy, it is younger, but not as young as that adolescent. Pretty strong. As you can see, he's a very strong man on his charger, who's also a very strong equine horse. That horse does not have a bridle or really a saddle. And the reason why is that he gallops freely. So it's exploring using that mental energy. The sword represents the intellect and the mind, how we use our mind. So exploring a very, very forceful, strong way of using the mind sometimes can get a little out of control, but that's part of the exploration process. And taking a look at that, now the Nine of Swords is on the other side. There she is. That's a self-cruelty card. That poor woman is just really going after herself with all those swords. And she's the one who's judging herself, who's not very patient, and who's a perfectionist. It's letting go of all those tendencies. So the Knight of Swords is here to help us let go of perfectionistic tendencies, and to not be so hard on ourselves anymore. Really releasing that tendency is really important now, and the full moon will support that. Spiritually, we have the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom. There it is. That's a success card. It's a card of karma coming full circle. As you can see there, these beings there are working the wheel, and they are having success at doing so, but it's things coming as they should, not to a conclusion, but making that wheel, working the wheel over and over again, walking that circle, having success spiritually through the energy of the full moon. It really supports that. At the top, we have the Nine of Batons, which is another spiritual success card. It's expressed in a little different way, where he's wrestling that beast successfully. So double success spiritually, and success at really working our karma, walking our path as we have intended to, fulfilling karma with other beings and situations, and working it and having good success. So that's really cool with the spiritual aspect. In our outcome section here, we've got the Knight of Batons. There he is. Now that's arrival. He's riding his horse in at the full gallop there. Batons are about spiritual energy. That is new spiritual energy arriving in our life as a result of this full moon. The Justice card is next door to the arrival. So it is the arrival of justice, balance, and things being as they should be, as that woman holds out those scales to balance once again. So lots of balancing in this cycle. They're crossed by the moon card. So there it is. Moon card is about things that have been revealed, or are being revealed, excuse me. They have been hidden in the past. Things that are going to come out for us as a result of this cycle. They can be in our physical life, but specifically emotionally as well. So things are going to be brought up, and they're going to be brought up to be balanced out. Our spiritual nature that arrives through the Knight of Batons, charging in, is going to help us with this cycle. So lots of adjustments, things to be let go of during this cycle. Remember that Seven of Swords, letting go of the fear of futility, letting go of the need for perfectionism, taking care of balancing things out, coming to peace. So a very full moon full of lots and lots of action here. But we have those opportunities to let go of these things. And I was going to say good luck at doing that. But we all can. And it's up to us how much we want to sort of grab the bull by the horns here, and how much we'd like to let go of. It's always a choice. You know, we can always just sort of put it back. It's like a big pot, and we're stirring it all the time, or something is stirring it. And these things come to the surface for us to take a look at. We can just let them go and let them get stirred back in, or we can skim them off the top and be done with another part of our process. It's always up to us. So have fun with this full moon cycle. And I know it will be very, very progressive, and it can be very, I'm just going to say prosperous one, prosperous in the sense of letting go of a lot of emotional issues here.